In other news, though, Naughty Dog says that it's moving on from Uncharted, and that the Last of Us Part 3 is not guaranteed. From co-president Neil Druckmann, he says Uncharted was insanely successful. Uncharted 4 was one of our best-selling games, and we're able to put our final brushstroke on that story and say that we're done. He also stated that Sony doesn't pressure them into creating sequels just because the game was successful. Okay, I got some thoughts on this, Halotitan. Tell me what you're thinking about it.
Well, it sucks to see Uncharted go because I love Uncharted. I would love a new Uncharted game, but Naughty Dog spends a lot of time crafting really good stories. Last of Us was one of my favorite stories.
They're a great creative company.
Absolutely. Uncharted 4 is hands down my favorite Uncharted.
Yeah.
In that
And Uncharted is easily
franchise.
One of my favorite gaming franchises
top 5,
of all time.
Top 5 easy. Top, maybe even top
maybe,
3.
Honestly, I would even say it's probably my favorite.
Yeah, it's so good. It's Uncharted's great. Tells such a great story, and they build such great characters. So it's sad to see that they're moving on, but I also understand it because look at like the state of Halo. I don't think they're handling Halo very well, and they're trying to continue the story because it's such a successful franchise, and they need to continue Halo. That's their without Halo, Xbox doesn't exist. But I think Naughty Dog's in a place where, if Sony's not pressuring them to create sequels, I think that's great. If they don't have anything to add, then why
force it? Yeah, right. Why force it and then end up creating something that's garbage and hurts the franchise at the end of the day.
Right.
However, let's be real about this, okay? Uncharted is a franchise that makes buku dollars. Okay.
Oh, for sure.
I don't know what the box office stats were at the end of the day for the Uncharted movie, but if I recall, it did pretty well. It was a good movie too.
Oh,
it was fun.
It was great.
I mean, we took the kids to go see it. We went and saw it a couple times because it was a fun movie.
Yep.
Uncharted is a proven franchise that can make a gajillion dollars, okay? And they can continue in graphic novels as they've done before. They can get back into that or continue doing that. They can do it in all sorts of different mediums and still make money on it.
Right.
Do they have to make a next game? I don't know that they have to. Will they? I think we'll see one. I got a bold prediction here. I think we'll see a new Uncharted game within the next. Is 10 years not bold enough? Do I need to say sooner?
It's your prediction. I'm going to let you make the call on that one.
Okay, I say we see a new Uncharted game, maybe an Uncharted reboot or whatever within the next 10 years. Even though they say they're done with it. Money is king. And at some point, they're going to go, let's reboot Uncharted. And they're going to make buku dollars on it. Maybe even as a next-gen whatever.
They could just keep remastering it and putting it out. Just like
they could.
We might not actually get a new Naughty Dog, not a new Naughty Dog game, a new Uncharted game. I think it's highly probable that we don't hear from Nathan Drake ever again. However, I think they did release an Uncharted game after, Uncharted 4 with Chloe and Nadine, I think. Chloe and Nadine. I forget the name of that game. Uncharted Lost Legacy or something.
Yeah.
And that was a great game. And that game proved that they can make an Uncharted game without Nathan Drake.
Right. So I guess I wouldn't say necessarily that the reboot is a Nathan Drake. Like we watched a trailer for the PlayStation Live. Right. We watched a trailer. We did a reaction video. Go check that out. You guys can find it. Um, uh, and there is some theory that there is some Uncharted-esque things happening in there. You pointed out a young lady with a torch blowing off some dust, right?
Yep.
And I think perhaps that's Nathan's daughter.
And that would
Maybe
be
it's
cool.
going to be the next generation.
And that'd be cool. But is that them walking away from Uncharted?
No, I don't see, and that's the
Because
thing.
he
I don't
said,
actually think
he
they're
literally
walking
said,
away.
we're done.
That's why I'm saying there is going to be a new Uncharted within the next 10 years.
Okay.
Guaranteed.
All right. We're going to hold that down.
Bold
Bold prediction. Hopefully the podcast is still running in 10 years because I'm going to rub it in his face if he's wrong.
I'll be right.
Yeah. And, and this was all from an interview that Neil Druckmann did. I don't remember who it was with. I probably should have wrote that down. But he was in an interview doing this, and he also talked about what's next for The Last of Us. And in the interview he said, we've been pretty open that the next Last of Us game is going to be this multiplayer experience where you'll be able to enter the world of The Last of Us with your friend and get to experience the tension and brutality of that world, and a brand new story and cast of characters that live in another city that we haven't seen yet in the world of The Last of Us. This is going to be another chapter in the universe of The Last of Us. So it sounds like they are already in the works for this multiplayer game. I don't know if it's like a living world, if it's like a Slayer type game. I don't know. We haven't really heard or seen much about it. So I'm definitely interested in that. But Last of Us Part 3 is not guaranteed. If they, Druckmann was saying in the interview that if they can come up with a compelling story that highlights their message of love, they will continue the franchise. They'll make a Part 3. But if they can't, then they're just going to move on.
I mean, let's be real. The companies that make modern multiplayer games are raking in dough over and over and over and over because players continue to play it and they get their friends to play it. Of course, Naughty Dog's gonna look at the opportunity to try and make a game where they can also cash in on that multiplayer platform.
Yep.
Why not?
Yeah, it makes
sense.
You
can't blame them. I mean, of course.
And I fully respect the company that if they want to put as much passion into their third installment of a game as they did their first. The first Last of Us is incredible.
Uncharted 3 was amazing.
Uncharted 3 was, I swear, Uncharted got better and better with every installment. In my opinion, honestly, I would rank them literally backwards. 4 is the best. 3 is the second.
I loved 2.
2 is great too. Yes.
Just so awesome.
But my point is that if they're not going to make a game just to cash in on it, and I respect that because I our time is valuable. I want to play something that's worth my time. Yeah. So if they're going to make something that's worth my time, then they're going to have my attention. And if they're just going to make something to cha-ching that cash cow, man, I don't want to be a part of it.
Right. Well, we'll see. We shall see.
We shall see. Well,